Ano na ko ah. Hello sa ating 8 viewers. Hello, good evening. Good evening everyone. Wala akong upaw. Hello. Hello sa ating 7 viewers. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening everyone. Yes. Siguro magla-live tayo while naglalaba ako, no? Maglalaba ako ng damit. Grace Liza Lonerio. Hi po, bakit wala kayo sa booking natin siya? Actually po, Ma'am Grace Liza, pupunta po kami sa bahay ni Barbie bukas, Barbie Rider. Kasi, birthday ng mama niya. Um, Bugara, Sora, hello, Sir Reggie, keep safe always. Thank you. Thank you. Maglabata. Nahiwi din siya. Tess, Ekal, good evening, Reggie. Regards sa Bukid Squad, lalo na kay Ate Cha, watching from Cavite. Hello, Tess, Ekal, ingat ka dyan. Hello po, Sir Reggie, watching from Hong Kong. Hi, Roslyn, Trisha, from Hong Kong. Siguro maglalaba tayo ng mga damit, no? Christine Gomez, hello Sir Reggie, asa karon na ako sa Amua. Christine Gomez, andito ako sa amin. Hi sir, good evening, watching from Kuwait, shout out. Shout out. Shout out sa whole family ko sa Iloilo, Tierra and Sales family. Thank you, sir. Kuwait V, hello sa family mo um, dyan sa, ano, sa Iloilo, Lutero and Sales family. Yes. Parang ano siya. Huwag natin na. Kulot Penat, hi sir, ingat ka palagi, bait-bait mo po, watching here, Quezon City. Pa-shoutout po. Hi kay Kulot Penat, shoutout sa iyo sa Quezon City. Hindi lagi siya. Thank you sir for Thank you sir, keep safe. Christine Gomez, pupunta po kasi kami sa bahay nila ni Barbie bukas. Kaya wala kami sa bukid. Hi Reggie, super bait mo at matures mag-isip. Thank you so much Ma'am Karika Podika. John Acosta, hi po. Hello everyone. Rohelia Tomanda, hello Reggie, uwi ka na pala saan si Barbie? Ma'am Rohelia, si Barbie po is andun sa bahay nila ni nasa bahay nila ni Becky Cameron kasi punta kami bukas sa bahay nila ni Barbie sa Daan Bantayan. Ate Faye TV. Hi, Ate Faye TV. I miss you too. Bugara, Sura, super bait mo, sir, at napakalawak ng pag-unawa mo sa sitwasyon. That's why idol kita. Thank you so much, Bugara, Sura. Ate Faye TV, see you the soonest. See you soon. Yes. Maglalaba po tayo ngayon. Laba kayo sabon. Christine Gomez, Sir Reggie, paano Marinong Homeboy mag-isa lang siya? Actually po si Marinong Homeboy is nandun sa kanila, nandun sa bahay nila po. Yes. Actually po, ako, si Marinong Homeboy, si Becky Cameron, si Barbie Ryder, at saka si It's Me Emmer is siguro pupunta kami sa bahay nila ni Barbie Ryder bukas. Let's see kung makapunta kami pero yes. It's Me Emmer. Laban lang kita ni Ses. Laban. Christine Gomez, hello Emmer, good evening. Kalimuot eh. Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you for salamat sa panunood. Thank you, thank you. Okay, hello. Nora Lynn's Kitchen. Hello, Reg. Gandang gabi sa'yo. Hello, Ma'am Nora Lynn's Kitchen. Good evening. Christine Gailon. Hi, sir. Good evening. Ingat ka po. God bless. Thank you so much, Christine Gailion. Ikaw din, God bless din sa'yo. And then thank you, Noralin's Kitchen. Wala ka na sa bukid na titsya. Noralin's Kitchen, galing po kami sa bukid. And then, kaya kami nandito ngayon sa bayan kasi pupunta kami sa bahay ni Barbie Ryder bukas. Hopefully makasama kami kasi 4 a.m. kasi ang ano 4 a.m. kasi kami pupunta doon. So hopefully maka ano kami makamata. Um Bugara Sura no skip ads sa mga well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much Bugara Sura. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, you can ask questions, guys. You can ask questions. Noralin's Kitchen. Okay, thanks for the shout out. All Bukid Squad, stay safe. Thank you so much, Ma'am Noralin's Kitchen. Ikaw din po, stay safe always. Reggie Boniel. Hello, Sir Reggie. Hello, Reggie Boniel. Hello. Bugara, so you're welcome, sir. Be humble always. Yes po, I will always be humble. And I am so thankful. Shari Andoy, sino kasama natin siya sa bukid? Actually po, ang kasama natin siya sa bukid is siya lang po siguro kasi pupunta din siya sa bayan siguro tomorrow morning kasi may lalakarin din siya. May lakad siya 2 days, Saturdays and Sundays. And then attend din siya ng birthday kasi po doon sa bukid kasi walang wifi. So si Mama siya siguro is pupunta dito sa bayan kasi walang wifi doon. Kasi nasira kasi ang wifi sa bukid. So 2 weeks walang wifi. Maria sana Rogelio Tomanda, sana makapunta kayo kina Barbie Reggie. Sana po. Yes, yes po. Maria Luisa Santos. Good evening. Bakit kayo nagstay sa bukid? Actually po, kagagaling po namin sa bukid and then umuwi lang kami kasi pupunta daw kami sa bahay nila ni Barbie bukas. Yes. Noralin's Kitchen, nag-live din siya kanina. Yes po, nag-live po si Mama siya kanina sa kanyang Facebook page. And then, ang gamit lang niya kanina is load kasi wala kasing wifi sa doon sa bukid. Yes, walang wifi. Kaya quick, ang ginawa ng matcha kasi is quick live lang kasi walang wifi. And then, yes, Ansyo, kumain siya kanina ng lumpiang togi na niluto mo. Yes po, nakita ko po ang live niya po. And then, nasarapan siya Ansyo sa niluto kong lumpia. And then, I'm so happy. So, siguro, gagawa ako ng lumpia more often. Yes. Basta may taugi lang. At saka vegetables. Kasi healthy kasi is vegetable na ano. Noralin's Kitchen, yes, mag-isa lang siya. Yes po, mag-isa lang siya sa bukid po. Pero, pupunta siya dito po sa bayan. Siguro bukas ng umaga. Rachel Tozo, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, Rachel. Sharwin Andoy, hi Sir Reggie, hindi ka na po nagtuturo. Actually po, meron po akong online po, pero hindi po kami very seldom lang kami magkaklase sa isang sa isang week, parang kaisa lang. Yes. Pero of course, if given a chance na na ma-okay ng lahat, if magka savings na ako, of course, magti-take ako ng what we call this one. Magti-take ako ng board exam for me to be able to pursue my education degree. Yes, of course, I really wanted to pursue my I really wanted to pursue my career or my degree. Of course, I cannot really do the things that I want right now because of this pandemic. And then, hindi pa po kasi, parang wala pang date for board exam. So, of course, kahit sino naman po is gusto talagang ma-pursue kung ano ang napag-aralan nila or ang pinag-aralan nila, right? So, in my part, of course, in due time, hindi ko naman siya minamadali because the more na minamadali mo is baka failure. So, I do things one at a time. Yes. Um, Gemma, Gemma Gerio, ang saya natin siya sa pagkain ng prepare mo. Yes po, I am so happy po, Ma'am Gemma. Kasi ate siya also or mama siya is very appreciative. Na-appreciate niya po yung luto namin. Yes. And then, happy. It's really overwhelming kasi na-appreciate niya yung namin. Yes. Mga ginagawa na namin. Yes po. Yes po. So nagtatanong po if nagtuturo pa po ba ako ngayon. Actually, hindi na po ako nagtuturo. Pero of course, I will be pursuing my teaching. Pero before, nag-ESL po ako, English as second language. So yun po ang ko before. But nahinto lang siya because of the pandemic. Pero meron pa akong student na Taiwanese na natuturuan ko until now. Pero seldom lang kami magkaklase. Like 1 week, kaisa lang. Yes. Chloe Love De La Torre. Hi, Kuya Reggie Ponce. Good evening. Hi, Chloe Love De La Torre. Good evening din sa'yo. Ingat ka palagi. Yes. Actually before, ikwento ko po sa inyo ang work ko before. Before is nag-work ako ng isang ESL school sa Lapu-Lapu City kasi actually ang family ko is originally from Lapu-Lapu, especially Ponce, Pasaol, Patalinghog. Yes, mostly sa mga ko po, sa mga family member ko or my origin is from Lapu-Lapu City. Gima Giorio, sama kayo bukas ni Emer kay Barbie. Yes po, hopefully makasama po kami kay Barbie bukas. Kami apat or kami lima ni Marinong Homeboy, Barbie, Becky at saka si It's Me Emer. Hopefully makapunta kami sa kina Barbie bukas. Yes. Ansho, nakakaintindi din ng English yung Taiwanese. Yes po, nakakaintindi po sila ng English. But Ansho, ang lang namin is we focus lang sa kunting grammar. Yeah. So, ang amin lang is practice namin yung ano, yung pronunciation. Actually before, student ko siya before sa ano ko sa school na tinuturuan ko before sa Lapu-Lapu. Actually, ang student ko ngayon, Ansho, is student ko siya before sa school kung saan ako nagtuturo before. Taiwanese siya. He's from Taiwan. Ang gusto lang niya is ma-enhance ang kanyang pronunciation because Taiwanese, they are good in English, but especially Taiwanese people are good in English, but they lack pronunciation. Like let's say for example, waste, they say west. That's the area that we need to really work on. Like especially vowel sounds of Taiwanese people. Like they really have to work on sa kanilang vowel sounds. Yes, actually before nung nagtuturo ako sa ESL school, ang tinuturo ko is business English at saka pronunciation class. Like I have business class and pronunciation class, and I also catered IPA. Like when we say IPA, it's International Phonetic Alphabet. Like when we say phonetic alphabet, like symbols, IPA symbols na meron silang designated sounds. So, yun po ang tinuturo ko sa mga students ko before. Like say for example, a, like those are the words na tinuturo ko or those are the practice na tinuturo ko sa kanila. And then I also focus po sa listening because people, especially foreign people, like especially hindi sila native speakers. Like they're having a hard time talking or speaking or convey or express themselves if they cannot really hear someone is speaking, so or talking. So we focus on the listening skills. We focus on the listening so that Taiwanese students can convey or can speak. So actually, I also before I start my class, before when I was teaching, like before I start my class, especially if there are new students, I always do diagnostic exam. When we say diagnostic exams, like you have to know the weakness of the students. Like that's what I always do before I start my class or before giving them lessons or giving them discussions. I always make sure that my students, or I know my students' weakness, because every students have different weaknesses. So or different weakness, or every students have different weakness. So I always make sure to know what's their weaknesses are, because in that way it will be very easy for you on how to teach them. Yeah, so yun po. Actually, until now, I am still teaching, but it's online, but very seldom. But if given a chance, na makapag-pursue ako na aking teaching career, of course, I will be pursuing my teaching career. Yes. But siguro not now because of this pandemic, and then it's so really difficult na sa sitwasyon, especially when you travel, and then yes, of course you will spend time, you will spend money, you will spend energy, di ba? So sisiguruhin ko talaga na if I will do things, um, dapat talaga is serious ko talaga. Yes. Hello, ang galing mo naman magsalita ng English. Love you. Thank you so much, Christina Fernan. Ansyo na nabubo ako sa English ng asawa ko. English ka. Hindi naman siguro po. Christina Fernan, siguro ang galing mo magturo. Siguro ang galing mong magturo. Matuto talaga, tuturuan mo. Actually po, teaching, like when we say like teaching is a noble profession, like it's a noble job. Like when you say, like when you teach to someone or when you teach a person, you have to teach from your heart. Like, do not teach because you are obliged to teach. Yeah, you are supposed to do what you're doing, but you have to do things based on your, like, base sa kung ano ang gusto mo or love mo talaga. You have to love what you are doing because when you like because in my part, in my case, like, I have different students. I have Japanese students, I have Taiwanese students, I have Korean students, I have also Spanish, Russian students, Mongolian students, Vietnamese, especially Vietnamese. Of course, it's really different. Like, those students are coming from different countries with different personalities and different cultures and norms. Like, you have to know, what we call this one. You have to know what they like and then what they don't like. Like, you have to adjust for them. As a teacher, as a educator, or as a preacher, like, you have to adjust. You as a teacher, you need to adjust for your students, especially foreign students, and then students, do not let your students adjust for you. You have to adjust for your students because you will be um Ansho, may alam kang Chinese, Chinese, ano, let me think. Hmm, wala akong alam na Chinese. Ano lang siguro ang alam ko. Sheshe, Sheshe, Sheshe at saka Ni Hao. Yeah, those are yeah, because actually no, sa ano ko before, sa school kung saan ako nagtuturo, we are not allowed, or advantage for us to know their language. But we have to make sure na English talaga ang ituturo. Yes. Actually, teaching is very challenging. Like, teaching is very challenging because you will get to, you will get to, you know, or you will get involved with, or you will get involved to different people, like different personalities, different characteristics. Um, like, because in my case before, I was teaching business English. So marami ako mga business students. Um my students ako before na my students ako before na owner ng company sa Vietnam. Meron po akong students before na manager or CEO sa isang company sa Japan. Meron ako mga students na Chinese din na owner ng company. Yes. So, like, as a teacher, we really have to address all the concerns of our students. Like sometimes you'll get bombarded because you will not focus on one area only because marami kasi ang mga estudyante mo. So you really have to cater all their concerns. Especially in pronunciation, like since I was also teaching pronunciation, it's so very difficult. Like, ang hirap mag-teach ng pronunciation. Especially, like, this one, the articulator. Like, of course, the tongue, the placement of your tongue. You have also to teach your students how to move their tongue. Especially, like, TH, th. Like, thin, thick. Like, you have to really demonstrate like how to really pronounce the word, and then the proper placement of the tongue, the articulator. Like, for me, pronunciation is the most difficult lesson to teach because pronunciation, it's a physical, what we call this one, physical activity. Like, yes, like, of course you will let the students read something, but yes, there is words, but they have to deliver or say the word correctly because the focus is um, you have to understand and be understood. Like let's say for example, when you say something, your audience must understand what you say, and then you as a listener, you have to be understood by the speaker or you have to be understood by the listener. Yes, ang hirap talaga ng pronunciation class, especially IPA. Like when we say IPA, no, it's International Phonetic Alphabet. Ang hirap talaga. Yes, true, hirap din ang pronunciation ng Chinese. Nahirapan ako. Yes, ang hirap talaga ng pronunciation. Like pronunciation, for me pronunciation, like especially English pronunciation, is very difficult when you teach someone. Like especially foreign, like you have to like let them understand. Like for example, like let's say for example, letter C has different sounds. Letter C can be sound as S, and letter C can be sound as K. Let's say for example, car is CAR, so the C there sounds as K, but in rice, C there sound as S. So that's the thing that you need to, or you need your students, or you need to let your students understand sa pronunciation, because spelling kasi is not really reliable. Spelling is not reliable, especially when you teach pronunciation to your students, because ang reliable talaga is the sound. So you have to start the sound, or you have to start teaching the sounds for your foreign students. Ang hirap talaga, like I have Korean and Japanese pronunciation class. I have also Vietnamese and Thailand pronunciation class, and I have also big group class na pronunciation. It's so very difficult. Like that's why heads down talaga ako, or hands down talaga ako sa lahat ng mga teachers, because teaching is very very let's say very talaga mahirap. Yes, kasi um being a teacher, like you are molding individuals, you are molding a person, like you will serve as their second parent. um like you have to teach them well, like you have to understand them, like every time they have questions, you really have to address all those questions, um but not compromising other students, because there are other students na high level, and there are also other students na low level, so you have to really adjust those students na high level students and low level students. Yes, so yun talaga ang so that's why actually as a teacher, Simply Love TV, good evening Reggie, good evening Simply Love TV. Yes po, actually po, yes, babalik po talaga ako sa pagtuturo. Yes. Meron din ako diyan na meron akong book. Wait po, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang book na ginamit ko before. Jacqueline, Jacqueline, hi Reggie, you speak English pretty good. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Simply Love TV, pa shout out naman sa asawa ko. na si Sergio Balse. Shout out kay Sergio Balse na asawa ni Ma'am Simply Love TV. Troy Babanta, good evening Reggie, good evening po. Good evening Kuya Troy. Okay, so let's continue po sa ating since nag ano tayo, Alita Baldinaro. Hello po Sir Reggie, magandang gabi watching from Valenzuela City, Manila. Hello. Faith Delicio. Hello. Hello Faith Delicio. Um Beverly Raganot. Hi Sir Reggie, good evening. Good evening. Kuya Troy, good evening. Okay, so let's start po. So ito po yung this is the book that I use when I teach pronunciation to my students when I was still teaching sa ESL school. So ito po pronunciation pairs. Ito po yung ginagamit ko na yeah, at ito din po this one, if nakikita nyo, place of articulation, ito din po, tinuturo ko din po ito. Yes, ito po yung book na ginamit ko po. Yeah. Sana di ba parang? Wait. So ito po yung tinuturo ko sa mga students ko. Ito po. Na pronunciation. Wait. Ito po yung tinuturo ko sa mga students ko. Yes, this one, the IPA. Uwi ka na pala sa inyo. Asan si Emer? Si Emer po is andun sa kabilang bahay, sa mami niya, sa pinsan niya. Yes, nakauwi na po kami, Kuya Troy, galing Bukid. Jacqueline, that's really nice of you sharing your knowledge to your viewers. Yes po, because I want also my viewers to know kung ano ang mga ginagawa ko po before po ako nagiging before ko po ginagawa ito mga ginagawa ko ngayon. Of course, I want also my viewers or my supporters to know yung life ko before. So ito po yun ang ginagawa ko before for almost 4 years. So ito po, yes. So ito po, like yeah, let's say for example, ito, sound 1 and sound 2. We have say cap and then cup, bag and bug, sack and sock, ban and bun. So things like that. Yun po ang tinuturo ko sa mga estudyante ko. This one. Ito po yung mga tinuturo ko sa students ko before. Yes, ito po yung tinuturo ko sa mga students ko. And then, aside from pronunciation, I also teach this one. Ang hirap ng grammar. Yes, I also share or I also teach grammar. Yes. But basic grammar lang. Ito rin po ang ginagamit ko na nagti-teach din po ako ng grammar sa mga students ko. Especially because actually ang grammar kasi nila sa mga Japanese students kasi ang grammar nila is iba. Like iba kasi ang nila, iba kasi ang grammar nila. So yun po ang kusina ni Mother. You're so generous, Reggie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yun. Sa aming case kasi as ESL teacher, as an ESL teacher, we really we really teach everything. Like let's say for example, because in my school we have different area. We have listening, we have vocabulary, we have speaking, we have grammar. Yes. And then let's say for example, because in our case, we have listening and speaking section. we have grammar and vocabulary. We have also vocabulary and speaking. So, yun. Actually, may every teachers may tinuturo kami na different area. Let's say for example, in my case, nagtuturo ako ng speaking. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na speaking lang ituturo ko because how will the student know how to speak if hindi rin ako magtuturo ng listening, hindi ako magtuturo ng vocabulary, hindi ako magtuturo ng grammar. So, even though I specialized speaking class, pero makater ko as a teacher makater ko siya lahat, like makater ko ang grammar, makater ko ang vocabulary, makater ko ang listening, even though I specialize speaking class only, like I want my student to speak, to speak, to speak, and to speak, but hindi siya natatapos doon kasi may iba kasing students, how will they speak if they don't have vocabulary? How will they speak if they don't know how to listen? Like, how will they construct sentences if they don't know the grammar? So, all areas talaga sa pagtuturo is matuturo mo talaga. Kuya Troy, Kuya Troy, bakit hindi ka ulit bumalik sa pagtuturo? Actually, Kuya Troy, the company that, ang company ko noon is nag-open na siya. And then kasi before ang aming is offline siya. So face to face ang ginagawa naming pagtuturo before. Since nag-hit ang pandemic, so nawalan kami ng trabaho. But now our company has opened. Pero and pero maliit lang na teachers or hindi kami tinawagan or tinawagan kami to apply again. Yes. Pero ang kinukuha nila na teachers is 10 na lang. So, priority nila yung old teachers sa previous company ko po, Kuya Troy. So gusto ko po talagang bumalik sa pagtuturo because I so love teaching. I so love what I'm doing. Pero there are things kasi na siguro hindi pa panahon na babalik ako doon. Siguro everything happens for a reason. Of course, gusto ko talagang bumalik pero siguro may mga bagay-bagay na dapat ko pang gawin, and then siguro po kung okay na po ang lahat, like okay na po ang lahat kasi mataas kasi ang case ng COVID sa city. Mataas ang case ng COVID. So, parang risky din. Yes. Pero of course, gusto ko talagang bumalik. Pero ngayon is meron akong students, and then I teach him online class. Yes. Kusina ni Mother, napaka-finesse or naka-finesse mong kumilos, and I admire you for that. Thank you so much, Kusina ni Mother. Ansho, asawa ko, mali English example, you know work tomorrow. Yes, Ansho, that's the thing that in our case, no, that's the thing that we need to really remind our students not to use broken English. So, of course, we have to really teach them or remind them to use the proper way of constructing sentences. Especially, you have to use grammar. Yes, grammar talaga is very, very helpful. Yes. Ellie Evangelista Anderson. Hello, Reggie. Good evening sa you watching from Denmark. Hello, Ellie Evangelista Anderson. Jing Jing Lee. Hello po. Salamat. Salamat, Malam. Good evening from Malaysia. God bless you all. Hi, Jing Jing Lee. Hello. Yes, yun po. Yeah. So, actually, ang sarap talaga sa feeling na magturo. Like, let's say for example sa business ko, sa business class ko before, like I always like for example, ang tinuturo ko sa mga students ko is how to use formal, neutral, and informal. Yeah, I use formal or nagtuturo ako ng formal, what will this one? Nakalimutan ko na. Formal, neutral, and informal. Let's say, for example, I always ask my student when to use formal conversation or formal words. And then I also ask my students when to use neutral. And I also ask my students when to use informal. So they have to really differentiate when and how to use informal, neutral, and informal communication. So yun ang actually mahirap talaga siya magturo pero very fulfilling. Teaching is very fulfilling in a way nga teaching is very fulfilling in a way that your students, especially your students, coming from your students, that they have learned something from you, that they what we call this one, yeah, learn something, especially vocabulary. Hi, Sir Reggie. I'm Shahin Bashan watching from Pakistan. Hi, Fazil Mohammed. Hi, Shahin Bashan watching from Pakistan. Hello. Yes. Yes po. Pwede kayong magtanong sa akin po. You can Hello, hi, good evening. Watching from South Korea. Hi. Hi, what's your name? What's your name from South Korea? I have a students also from South Korea. Yes. I have so many students from South Korea also. Yeah, because before um I have also a students from South Korea, especially pronunciation class because Korean students and Japanese students like they are having a hard time pronouncing L and R. That's their problem. Like in my case, I always what we call this one. I always make sure that my Korean students and my Japanese students always practice L and R sound. And then the place of articulation also. I also teach my Korean students na proper placing of Karika, Pudika, Reggie, message mo si Ate Sha na si Barbie natulog kila Becky. Di pa daw kayo nag-update sa kalahayan nyo ngayon. Actually po, alam po ni Mama Cha po. Huh? Hello, Park Shimwa. Hello, Park Shimwa. Hello. Yes po, Ma'am Karika Pudika po. Yes po, I will message po. I will send message po. Winnie Manalastas pa shout out po. Hi Winnie. Ansho nag-live sa teacher ngayon kung ano-ano na naman. Hello Winnie. Hello. Winnie Manalastas, shout out. Shout out po kay Winnie Manalastas. Shout out po kay Winnie Manalastas. Hello Winnie. Shout out sa iyo. Yes, shout out po kay Ma'am Winnie Manalastas. Hello. Michelle CC Briggs, I miss you, Michelle. Michelle, laad ko diha, Michelle. Michelle, kumusta man imuhang klase, day? Kumusta imong klase, gang? Shout out nga pala kay Michelle CC. She's also my workmate before. She's also a teacher. She's a teacher by profession. She also handled pronunciation class just like me, and then she also handled business class also, business English class just like me. Michelle CC, hello. I love you and I miss you. Yes. Michelle CC, Michelle Sisi also is a teacher, just like me. Karika Pudika. Hello, Ma'am Karika. Thank you so much po. Yes po, pinagluto ko po si Mama Cha ng lumpia po kanina. Larissa Diaperin. Hello. Diaperin. Hello, Larissa Diaperin. Michelle Sisi ha. I love you, Briggs. Yes. Amping sa diha, gang. See you the soonest. Yes. Salamat sa pagtanaw. Yes, soon kung okay na ang kuan gang, regards kung Shirley Michelle CC, regards kung to Shirley ha. Ina siya, I miss her. Karika, Pudika. Wow, thank you po, Ma'am Karika Pudika. Thank you so much po. Thank you, Ma'am Karika Pudika. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Michelle CC noted. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Michelle, remember this? Michelle CC, remember this? Remember this one, Day, Michelle? Remember pa kani, Day? O kini sa Day? Remember pa kani? Di ba no, nagdugo ato ilong ani sa una? Remember pa kani, gang? O kini, gang? gimingaw na ko ani nga kuan, Michelle. Gimingaw na ko ani nga klase, especially IPA. I miss IPA. Ducking of nothing. Kanino bahay yan? Yan andyan. Okay. Actually po, bahay namin po ito dito po sa dito po sa bayan. Pag IPA sa vlog nyo, huy! Lisod kayo, uy! Lisod kayong IPA gang, lisod i-explain. Murag, nakalimot na ko gang. Winnie Manalastas, love you idol. I love you Winnie, thank you so much. Makaya day, nakasuway ko nag-vlog ko sa una og katong kuan, o katong nag-content ko og katong mga z og kuan og z og asam to basta kay napalpak gang, kay naglibog na ko. Faith, apply ka, Faith Bedelish, so apply ka po teacher sa public school, mas secured po. Magma po para mabilis ang promotion. Magmasteral, yes. Tumasasweldo ko na sa public ka na po. Yes po, of course po, I am not closing my door to take a master's degree po. Yes. Yes, very soon po, of course, magma-master po talaga ako, and then I will pursue my teaching career din. And then kung wala na po itong COVID, kung okay na pong mag-ano lahat, of course, mag-ano ako, mag-apply or mag-take ako ng board exam. Jingjing Lee actually mabait and masipag ka kasi you and Barbie pareho lang kayo, compliment ka niya. Wow, thank you so much Jingjing Lee. Thank you. Yes, kami pong lahat is mabait naman po kami. Yes. At Troy Mabanta, Reggie Sinong naiwan. Kuya Troy Mabanta, Reggie Sinong naiwan kina Ate Cha. Si Mama Cha lang po ang nandun sa bukid po, Kuya Troy. Michelle CC, focus lang good nights kaayo kay Nimo na. Lagi no? Sige, try na ko gang. I-try na ko og kuan ang IPA. Himuong content. Sige, i-try na ko og himo content gang pero luing lisod ba Michelle luing? Luing lisod mo lang. Winnie Manalastas, ingat po kayo. Thank you so much po, Ma'am Winnie Manalastas. Michelle CC, Bisan, 25 minutes. Ginawa ko. Marie Chris Constantino, hi Ponce, magandang gabi na kay Jing Astor ka ba ngayon? Actually po, wala po ako sa bahay ni Jing Astor. Andito po ako ngayon sa aming bahay po, dito sa bayan. Yes. Andito po ako nga sa amin ngayon. Simple words lang. A lang, cat, cat. Like the the and the Mga nana. Katong mga vowels nga bed, bed. Mga a, mga nana no? A, nya, mga nana. Michelle? A o E. So, cat, bed, led, said. Anak, mga nana, Michelle? compare sa ha ang A o i-compare sa ha ang A o E. Ang A o E para sila maglibog. Sige, so ayan ko na. Pero si Teacher Rovi, kay kuan man siya si Teacher Rovi is the content pag ingon ana, Michelle. Teacher Rovi the content pag ingon ana. Nice kaayo sad. Very educational ang iyang content. Very, yeah. Yuli Sauko, hi Reggie, good evening. Hello Yuli Sauko, good evening. Michelle Sisi, very good. Marie Chris Constantino Ponce, para kang si Boy Abunda. Yes po, para akong si Boy Abunda kasi wala akong buhok. Wala akong buhok. Upaw na, upaw, kalbo. Michelle, hello, Michelle. Sige, i-try na ko Michelle ha, pero sige, i-try na ko day. Hello. 10 minutes. Sige, try na ko day. Ang mga editing kahana no, live show. Sige, i-try na ko og kuana. I-try na ko og Uy, klase pa ka? Pag sure, uy. Nakay online no, imuhang personal. Sige, day. Bye-bye, Michelle. Amping, good night. Love you. Good night, Sai. Good night, Michelle. Yes, yun. And, yeah. Okay, so yun, siguro tapos na tayong magkwentuhan, no? So magkwentuhan naman tayo bukas. Yes. So, since late na din po, it's already 9:36. And then maglalaba pa ako ng mga damit ko. Sana may sabon. Pero wala ko'y sabon. Okay po, so good night sa lahat. And then ingat kayo palagi. So i-end ko na lang, i-end ko muna po ang ang live ko po, and then ingat kayo palagi. Thank you so much for everything. And then thank you so much for all. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Thank you. Good night. God bless. And I love you all so much.